Hello everybody. Last week you saw me prep out crab number 1. It was okay crab for me. I consider it a B grade. This week you're going to watch me prep out crab number 2. And even though it has problems like most crabs, this one came out really cool. The biggest reason is because I read the rock wrong. When I say the flat side is always the top, it's not always the top. So I hit bottom crab of the crab, and so I prepped out the bottom of the crab. And it was a ton more fun than I thought it would be. Anyways, enjoy this video right over there. For those of you who've seen crab number 1 video, that's right here on the left. Now on to the middle one, number 2 crab, and oh boy does that turn out to be a very exciting crab. Okay, number 2. I'll be using all 3 of these guys, the big one, the medium one, and the little tiny small one. So, start with Big Mama. You can plainly see this is the flatter side, this is the rounder side, so you know the claws are up here. I'm guessing this is the flatter side, so I'm guessing this is the top of the crab. I hope. Let's get to work. I decided to look on the edges to see if I could see any legs. Can't see any on that side. And then look at this here. Let me zoom that in so you can see what the heck I'm looking at. Right there. That looks like a leg. See that little tiny bit of shell there, little hollow spot? Not saying it is a leg, but it sure looks like one. Back to work. Man, oh man. I looked at this crab concretion. I tried to find the middle. I'm down below the middle. And I was being careful because I knew I was getting close, or thought I was getting close to the crab, so I went to this tool. And I kept going down and down and down. And I said, bugger it. So I went to this one. And I kept going down and down and down, thinking there's one of those rare crab balls that looks like a crab but doesn't have anything in it. And bam, I hit crab. So, there. Yep, smacked right dab into it. Okay. Why it took me so long to figure that out, I do not know. But that is the ventral side of the crab, so that's the top. I read this one wrong, so I'm just going to do a ventral. Bugger it. Jeez, I forgot how tough these ventrals were. I've only done 2 of them. Besides beating the crap out of it. It's laying there for 50 million years or whatever. Then I come along and beat it up. Jesus. And what is... Look at this, right there. Right there. I don't know what that is. Part of the crab, obviously, but... This must be where the legs are coming out. Oh boy, this might have been a mistake. Okay, obviously this is where the legs come off of. But, whew, I'm finding out I'm making less mistakes with this crab that I don't know anything about on the underneath because I've only done 2 of them. I do the brunt of the work with this one, and then I take this small one, the whine, what I call the whiner, and I'm actually doing a much better job actually. So, but I don't know what's going on back here, so I'm having more fun over here. As you can plainly see, I got the right claw, or actually the left claw, it's upside down. There's the leg, so I'm finding stuff, that's good. Alright, back to work. Alright, good morning everybody. This is where I stopped last night. I actually took off some of this rock. You can now see this leg right here plain as day, or what's left of that leg. It goes that way and comes down. The part that goes down is where the dactyl is, so it's totally in the wrong place. Whether I keep it or not, I do not know yet. My plan is to take down all this rock down right here and see how many legs it's got, or hopefully find some more. I don't know. Right now it only has 2 legs and 2 arms. Well, 6 legs really. So, to work I go. Okay, almost another hour. It's weird having to think of everything backwards or opposite, because the bottoms, I'm always used to doing the dactyl, which is the top, and that's up here, so the dactyls are now the bottom. So that's just going to go out, turn into the claw, and just keep right on going. That's pretty strange. I'm not used to this. But I don't think I'm going to get as far as I thought I was going to get, but let's take out another hour, so let's see how far I get. Whew, almost time to recondition my tool here. So now I got something to show you. Now you can see the right claw, which is on the left side, and the left claw, which is on the right side, and here it is. No, that's not it. Where the hell is it? There it is. And a little dusty. So, I was trying to show you earlier, let me back this up a little bit. The movable pincer's up here, and the Propotis is the whole thing, including the bottom pincer. I don't know if you wanted to see that or not. Having a lot of fun. It's pretty cool, but I just wish it had 2 more legs here. It's got a leg here. I think I'm going to keep that there. Just, why not? Because I can. Okay. I got 3 hours. Almost 3 hours in. I'm going to do a little bit more work and call it quits. Back to work. Let's zoom that in so you can see it. My hand's out of the way so it's not so damn blurry. And you can see right there it's starting to turn color. And it's heading right. Yeah, I still don't know if it's that leg or not. Oh well, I'll find out. Back to work. Okay, what the heck is going on? This is what seems to be the end, but I think it's probably just a joint, but that leg, I don't think so. And right here, I don't know if you can see that or not. I don't know if you think you can see that or not. Come on, focus camera, for God's sake. Anyways, I went through something right there. Ah, it's driving me nuts. Okay, took 3 days off. It was beautiful. Now to take down all this rock. The dactyls on these things are actually going to be right about here, but lower in the rock, obviously. And then get ready for some rock de-smoothing. Yeah, right on. Wish you had more legs, but what do you do? What do you do? I'll still expose some of these. I'll take this down. Alright, let's get back to work. Let's start by taking some rock. I thought before I got to these dactyls over here, I'd show you how this crab where the claws are in front, right in front of the face. These are actually in front of the face, but you can't see the face. But those claws are like this. We're over here, they're the actual opposite. So as you can see, that dactyl is going to be on this outer side of this, can't even think of it, too many parts. Plus I'm getting too old to think. So 5 or 6 times I'll take this and take that down a little bit. Then I'll use this, take that down a little bit next to the claws, until I find those dactyls. I was taking this down for another round and came around here and went down in there and boom! Right into a leg. And I don't think it's that leg, so that's, I guess that's good news. There might be some more stuff down in here, but I'll attack that later. Man, it's tough. Anyways, I don't know if you can see this or not, but there is the left dactyl, beginning of it, or the end of it, whatever way you want to look at it. And there's the, no, that's the right one. There's the left one. Okay, now to get those babies exposed. Whew. There you have it. Two claws. Alrighty then, this leg comes to a stop right there. It could go on, but I pretty much doubt it. The thing is, this crab has just fallen to pieces, or fell to pieces, then got buried or something. So when I take this down a little bit more, maybe I'll find more, I don't know. But right now I'm going to follow that this way. And just keep removing rock, hope I find more. Still got this leg to do. Got that leg hopefully to do. There might be some more stuff underneath here. Fingers crossed. It's only a piece of leg because it stops there and it stops right there, even though it's turning. So there's, who knows what I'll find, but still, that adds a lot to that crab, doesn't it? Doesn't it help balance that out a little bit? Yeah, you know it for sure. Right on. Alright, back to work. Holy crap, this is one of those crabs where the more I work on it, the better it gets. I'm finding stuff down here. I'm following this leg down. It looks like it quits right here, but I'm finding stuff down here. I found something right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Oh, I can get close. Oh, I can get closer. Yeah. So right. I don't know if you can see that spot there or not. And then there's a spot right over there. Whether it's something or not, I don't know. I'll have to do a little exploratory and find out. But look at that. I mean, the leg's out of place, but actually, maybe that leg isn't out of place. Anyways, I mean, they get a load of that. That's looking pretty cool. Jeepers creepers. I'm liking that. Get a load of that. Man, I'm starting to fall in love with this crab. It's got stuff everywhere. It's not perfect. It's far from perfect. But man, get a load of that. Holy crap. I didn't get near as far as I thought I would today. I thought I'd be ready for some rock smoothing after today, but I got a lot of cleanup and who knows what else I'm going to find around here. I've got rock sculpting to do. I got lots to do. But man, look at that. Holy crap-a-moly. Whew, that might be going into the collection. Okay, today I'm going to try to find, well, I'm just going to start taking rock down where I can and see what else I can find. Hopefully I'll run into some more stuff. This leg here, who knows where it goes. It just goes in here, disappears. Whether it comes out here, around here, I don't know. So I'm going to start taking rock down, seeing what I can find. Get ready to do my 3D'ing at the same time. And then rock smoothing. So this This baby's getting close to done, and I just saw now that this can go down, so it's all going to come down a little bit. Heart attack moment right there. I was working right underneath here, and boom, that came flying off. And I'll show you, it went right down there. See a little dark spot right there? I gotta put that back onto that. Then I gotta drop some thin set Starbond. It's just super glue, and then I gotta give it a shot of Accelerator. And then I'll have to leave that spot alone till tomorrow. Okay, that was a job, but it's there. I got glue all over the place, but that's okay. The important thing is I was able to save that little arm point or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. It's too dang many parts on a crab. But I'm liking this crab. Alright, I'm going to work on everything else. Oh yeah. So, as you can plainly see, let me back this up so you can see it a little better. I took this area and just kind of roughed it out where I want it. I learned a long time ago, if you do a good job on the rock around the fossil, if need be, these crabs need it, the better the fossil turns out. So, I got to go all the way around. I'm not touching this today, this part over here, because of that glue spot. But I'm getting somewhere. My little tool's starting to act up, so I took this housing off. There's a O-ring that sits in the base of this stylus, and all I did was coat the O-ring with this silicone grease. Then I put 2 or 3 drops of this oil into the line, so once the pressure gets back on, the air slowly pushes it through the line and into the tool. If that doesn't fix it, then I replace the O-ring. It's been a while since I replaced that O-ring, but I've only got so many of them, so I use it until I can't use it anymore. Okay, till tomorrow. Alrighty then, taking 3 days off. It's quite nice. I'm beginning to enjoy that. Back to this crab. If you remember this line here, at the bottom of this line is a little circle where I can see what looks like to be a crab leg. So I'm going to go down and see if I can find that crab leg, because there's 1 leg, 2 leg, 3 leg, 4th leg isn't anywhere to be found. Whether that's a crab leg or not, I'm going to find out shortly. Whether it's a piece of this one or this one or this one, who the heck knows. Alright, so I gotta use my OptiVisor number 10, so I gotta be right on top of this thing. I'm probably gonna need this Weiner one too. So I'll show you here in a minute whether it's crab leg or not. Now then, as you can plainly see, we've got crab leg right there. How much is there? I don't know. Gonna find out. Anyways, I'm gonna go down and see what's going on right there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's something going on there. Eh? You say, hey. Okay, so taking down this rock here and bumped into that. So now I'm thinking I got one of these legs over here. At least I hope so. Actually, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's right there. Tip of my finger, that little spot. See, now you can see it. So now I gotta figure out which way that thing's going. So I think I'm going to use this little guy right here. Okay. I'm thinking, because of this breakage here, I'm not sure if it's breakage or not, I think that's where there's a joint, but I don't know what's going on here yet. That's something that doesn't seem right, but what does that mean? Anyways, you can see what I'm looking at. I don't know what's going on there. So gotta take off more rock. And there it is, a little beat up. I've hit it a couple, actually looks like 3 times. 1, 2, 3. God, just, and I thought I was careful. Jesus. Oh well. I'd rather have it beat up in there than not beat up and not there. That doesn't make any sense. Oh well. I think you know what I mean. All I simply do is just go back and forth. Like so. It's slow going, but it does a nice job on the rock. And like I always say, if you do a nice job on the rock, it makes the fossil look better. So that's what I do. Just like so. No matter, it does take a bit of time, but get a load of that. I'm not still got a lot more to do, but hey, every little bit helps. Okay, now this piece here. Gonna take off most of the rock with this. If I find something, great. If I don't, well, that's the way it's gonna be. Okay, let me back that up a little bit. And there's that area. I don't know what to do with that yet. There's a piece of crab carapace or something laying here, but I can't expose it without it falling off of this rock, so I don't know what to do there. But now I'm going to do this here, and tomorrow I'm going to smooth this baby out and sauce it up. Yeah, that's the ticket. That's nice to find more stuff. That's just a busy crab. For a piece of crap. So I'm working this area right here, and then I don't know what that is. Here. Right there. Don't know if you can see that or not. I'm gonna do a little exploratory and see if that is something, because this leg, it could be that leg there, but when I was following this out, you absolutely could not see where it was coming out of the rock. And I've looked and looked and looked and looked around this concretion for more legs, and besides that one way over here and this one over here, that's the only ones I could actually see. Anyways, I'm going to see what that is. Okay, just a couple of few minutes, and definitely got leg here. Just got to figure out how it's, I think that might be a joint right there. I'm not sure. See if you can see what I'm seeing right there. It's all messed up, so I'm thinking that might be one part of the leg, that might be another part. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm going to follow that baby out. But I swear to God, over here you cannot see where a leg is. Oh, jeez, hold it. There it is. It's right there. Found it! Found it! Woohoo! And the audience goes wild. Okay, I'm going to mark that. Alright. Yesterday this tool just quit working. So here's the old O-ring. Here's the new O-ring. I'm going to put a little bit of grease, silicone grease, on that O-ring. Put that back in there. Put the housing back on. And if it makes the sound I want, that means it works. Yesterday it wouldn't even do that. Simple as that. Okay, we'll throw that one away. Degrease my fingers. Like that. And back to work. So I quit yesterday because this tool quit working, and it was late enough in the day. So this leg apparently is that leg. I'm assuming anyways. It looks like a good assumption. It looks like it comes around this way. But the leg I see here, I don't know if you can even see that or not. But it's definitely a piece of a leg. What is that from? I mean, come on! So, being this is all torn up right back here, I'm guessing, I'm assuming again, that is just a piece of leg that doesn't belong there. I'm gonna find out here pretty darn quick. Okay, that leg comes to a stop right there. It's broken, and this little piece comes up right there. This leg goes down at an angle like so. This leg comes to a stop, so some disarticulation going there, or it's a different leg. And this little piece of a tip is just that, a little piece of a tip. So, back to rock shaping. So I'm just minding my own business. I'm taking all this rock off, just kind of shape the rock, and boom! So this leg comes to a stop and starts again right there. So maybe that is that leg. This one here. I don't know. So many freaking parts to a crab. Jeepers creepers. So I'm gonna... Okay. That's all roughed out, ready to go pretty much. There's going to be a lot of... this crab is so small, I mean, it's only that big. I mean, it's going to be rough. It's going to be hard to smooth all this rock out because there's so many areas are so small, so tiny. But I'm going to do the best that I can. But remember this picture. Hold it. There we go. Remember that picture. And now I'm going to start smoothing out. That's going to take me several hours. So for rock smoothing, I'm going to start out with this very small, well, it actually was bigger when it was brand new. I use these smaller ones for this smaller stuff. I think that's aluminum oxide grinding wheel. And then 2 different grits of these diamond ball heads. I'm not sure what you call them, but geez, if I can just hold them. They're pretty small. It's got these little tiny heads, little tiny balls on them, little tiny diamonds. And then these 2. This is what I'm going to use mostly to get to this. You can see how this has got a finer grit than that, but I've got all different types of tips. So basically I'm just going to get what I can reach with this one, go back and forth with those ones until it's as good as I can get, and then try to hit everything with this again, give it a bath, and it should look hopefully okay. Don't forget to wear your dust mask. And don't hit the crab. You can see how when that's getting smoothed out, all the deepest stuff still has to be, the whole thing has to be ground down until it's as smooth as possible. And I gotta do that to this whole bloody thing, which isn't that big, but it's gonna be tougher than I think. It usually is. It's par for course. So, to work I go. Oh, man. And that's one of the big areas. Now it's tedious. But you can see how much nicer that looks than that. And the smaller stuff is to get up right next to the crab critter. So far so good. Back to work. Whew. Doesn't take long, but man, it takes some concentration. You can see how beat up that is now, but I've got lots of the small stuff to do, which is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go to this one and see what happens. So, wish me the best of luck. There. I've done there and there. But you can, if you look closely, if I can get this camera light right, it leaves a different type of grinding mark than the grinding wheel. So I got some more to do there. So that's what I gotta try to get rid of, is the difference between this grinding mark and that grinding mark. Once I'm all done, of course. Okay, this bit, you can't see because it's all blurry now, took quite a bit of time, but did a pretty good job. Now I'm going to go down to this little tiny ball thing to get to these smallest areas as possible. And then I'm probably going to go to this or this to finish up even smaller stuff. So, starting to look pretty good. Now to give this thing, a bath. Toothbrush to get it wet. And then this little small paintbrush type thing, art brush, to really get inside those crevices. Believe you me, this helps. Used to do this and just give it a bath, and then it would dry up, and then little tiny crevices, you can see this little white powder caked in there. That is no bueno. Okay, that didn't take long. Boy, these little crabs just don't take long. Except to prep. Alright, then a little bit of some speed dry. Now to clean up my mess, get ready for the fossil sauce. Yeah! Time for fossil sauce. This is just Glyptol mixed with acetone in a plastic bottle to a very watery tea consistency. I pour it into my shot glass, or squeeze it into my shot glass. Put my brush in there, which is hardened with glue, but just dissolves the glue right now. So basically this is just paint by numbers, except that there's only one color of paint, and that's clear. And this is number one, or the crab is number one. All you do is put it on the crab. At least that's what I do. Some guys don't want anything on the crab or any of their fossils. But this is really going to bring it out, and I mean really. So I simply put it on a paintbrush. And paint. It's that simple. takes a bit of time because there's so many parts, but hey, it's kind of fun. I enjoy it. As if you couldn't tell. Oh crap. I got some on the rock, which I didn't mean to. If you get any on the rock, just take a sharpened something or other and just tool it. No one's gonna see it anyways, but I sleep better. Wow, get a load of that. Holy crap, that looks beautiful. That's what you call a beautiful mess. Let me... Get a load of that. Holy moly. That took, I'm just going to guess, but that, I thought it was going to be a lot less than crab number one, but this took quite a few hours more than crab number one. This was closer to 20 hours. I just kept finding stuff, which was great. I didn't care. I mean, I did care. I liked finding it. Anyways, there you go. Ta-da! Freaking beauty. Dang. Done crab number one. I've done crab number two. That was a lot of fun. And now it's time for crab number three. Wish me luck.